Hello, my dears. Let's do this exercise. Ready? So, finding your spot, settling into where you want to be sitting, letting your awareness come to your body, feeling the support that's here, feeling your hands and what they're touching, being aware of your feet, maybe taking a little time to wiggle your toes, stretching your feet. There they are. Sometimes the feet need to wake up. There they are. And being aware of the other places where your body's in contact, and you can feel the contact. What's it like? It might feel good to feel yourself supported. It might feel good to rest into support. I know it always does to me. So let's take some time to feel how that feels. Feeling your breathing. Feeling the inner area of your body. The inner area that includes your throat, your chest, stomach, and belly. We're just arriving in there. Just maybe sensing how you're feeling right now, and if there's something going on. You know, like part of you isn't sure you even want to do this exercise right now. Maybe you're too busy with other stuff. Just say hello to that. Hello to anything else that's in your field right now. Hello, I know you're there. Hello, I know you're there. If you need to stop for a minute and get a drink of water or eat an apple, yeah? So you could be more fully present here. Okay, very good. And so, as you move awareness through your body, feeling what feels good right now. It doesn't have to be all of you that feels good, but what does feel good? Like, by good, I mean maybe relaxed or a little spacious or available, curious, comfortable, aware. Those are resources that we build. So in the inner area of your body, say the words, I am here. Just like that. Or find a way of saying it that works for you, but it's got that quality of kind of an inner yes. I am here. I am here. Meaning I'm here in my body. I'm here and now, in this being. I am here. Okay? Allow your body to be filled up with yourself. Be as fully present in yourself as you want to be. Let the feeling of being you go all the way down to your toes and all the way down to your fingertips. Filled up with yourself. Maybe you already felt this way, but to me it's like, wow, that's really kind of great. You can be filled up with yourself. I can be filled up with myself. This is me. I am here. Just see what happens if you try that. I am here. Now, for some of you, that may bring up anxious parts. Is it okay? Will I get attacked for being filled up with myself? That would be interesting to turn toward, of course, and you know the ways to turn toward anxious parts. And I'm not going to do that in this exercise, but if you do need to do that, I welcome you. It might work better with last week's exercise. Great. Okay. So this is me, I am here. And parts of you might feel small, weak, not enough, empty, they don't feel full. That's okay, they can be here. They can be here. They're welcome. You are full and parts of you might not feel full. They are welcome. Hello to those parts, and I am here. So now we're going to talk about giving. How does being fully here connect with giving? Well, so the idea is that when you're full, you are full. Then when someone asks you for something, you're able to sense whether you want to say yes or no. Whether that fits for you, whatever they asked you for. So let's imagine that, okay? Imagine someone asks you for something, a favor or some of your time to help them with something, and you pause. And you can tell if you really, really want to give it to them for whatever reason. Because you like them, because you have time, right? There could be all kinds of reasons. Notice how when you feel full, something is easier about responding to requests from other people. Let's try that again. In fact, imagine someone you love. It could even be an animal. Asking you for something that you can easily do. So we're going to make this super easy. Someone you love or an animal you love is asking you for something that you can easily do. You have time. You have space. Okay? In fact, maybe that happened recently and you can remember that time. Or you could just imagine one right now. And do that pausing to see if you want to say yes. And I think you probably do. Let's check though. And see what the yes is like. What is the yes like? Now, if it wasn't a yes, maybe just let go of that scenario and find another one that would be a joyful yes. It's an exploration, like, oh, that's funny. I actually didn't feel like saying yes, so let's find another one. Because we just want to practice the joyful yes today. So when we find one that's genuinely the kind of scene that you would feel in your body, oh yes, I'd love to. Someone you love has asked you for something you'd be glad to do. Now let yourself feel in your body how it feels to say yes out of your fullness. And even if you want to, you can imagine going ahead and doing what they asked you for. And so then doing it out of your fullness. And then sense what happens to your fullness when you give like that. You might be going through a time in your life when you have very little extra for others. For various reasons, you might feel like this is not a time for you to give to others. Okay, I'm not saying you should. What I am glad about is that you recognize that. That it's not that you're the kind of person who never gives to others. It's that it really takes us being a certain amount of full to be joyful in giving. So some of you may be noticing, you know what? I'm really not in that state right now at all. And see if that can be okay, like there's an acceptance in you that you are not in the state where you can give to others. But for others of you, you will be able to do this exercise. You can feel, oh, here's what it's like to feel full of myself. And here's what it's like to say yes and give out of my fullness. And I'm still here when I do that. In fact, does this happen for you? I get even fuller. Right? Used to think I gave myself away when I gave to others. But actually, what I give to others increases myself. See if it's like that for you. In your imagination, you might want to imagine the other person appreciating what you're giving, having gratitude to you, feeling fuller themselves because of you giving to them. Wow, what happens to you then? How does that feel? So when it works like it's supposed to, right? Then we're self in presence with others, ourselves, and receiving is giving and giving is receiving. So that words like selfish or selfless don't really fit this at all. We're always increasing by giving and receiving. Beautiful song that Marshall Rosenberg likes to sing where he says, when I take from you, I give you my receiving. And when you take from me, I feel so given to. So take a little time to see if you can feel this in whatever way it works for you. And we're concentrating in this exercise on you giving and what that feels like. And isn't it true that you feel even more when you give under those circumstances, when it wasn't forced, when there was no sense of obligation, when you got a chance to check if it's right for you, and then it comes wholeheartedly, doesn't it? All right. So we have one more step in this exercise. But if that much of it felt good, and I hope it did, take a little time just to receive that. Savor in the body these particular enjoyable body feelings, how it is for you. You might even find an image or a metaphor for the body feelings that are coming now. Maybe your heart is full of a warm glow. Or your arms feel light. Whatever it is for you. It doesn't make you a good person if you're good at giving. That isn't what makes you a good person. You were already a good person. We don't even give so that we can be good. We give for joy. That's how it works. That's how it works when it's supposed to. I give to you, I feel joy. I receive from you, I feel joy. The joy just keeps increasing. People told us that made us good. It's very similar to the use of the word selfish. So just enjoy. Okay, so the last part of the exercise is to remember your big shift project. Okay? Okay, so take some time to recall it, and to let fresh words come for it. And I understand for some of you, your big shift project is quite internal. It's about a way of being in the world. And for others, it has external components. I want to also do these things. Wonderful. All is good. There's no right or wrong to the big shift project if it feels like it's what you want to create this year. And the fact that in many ways you may have discovered you've already got it, fine. That's good too. Now, let's look at the big shift project in terms of giving. In what ways is your big shift project something you're giving to yourself? You're giving to yourself. In what ways does your big shift project enhance you, fulfill you, carry you forward, bring you forward? Is it fulfilling something that's been longing to be fulfilled? And I have a pretty good idea that the answer is yes, but the idea is to feel that for a while. Yes, it gives to me. I'm giving to me when I do this. Very nice. And you know where I'm going next, right? So also sensing in what ways your big shift project gives to others, gives to your circle, your community, your world, even indirectly, right? If you become a person who's more fulfilled and happy, doesn't that give to others? So pausing just to sense that. In what ways is it a gift to others? You're bringing your voice into the world. Oh, wonderful. What a gift. The world wants your voice. So, and even if that's a little bold, right? Oh my gosh, I can't say the world wants my voice. See if it's at least a possibility. Like, well, maybe the world wants my voice. It's at least possible that bringing myself into the world is a gift, is giving. And could that kind of giving feel good? In the same way we looked at earlier. As I do my big shift project, can I have the resource of what it feels like to give with joy? And this may bring up stuff for you. You may have issues still about your big shift project. Maybe some aren't clear what it is. You know what? That's totally okay. No right or wrong here. Either you feel the joy I'm talking about, or you feel something that you can say hello to and spend some time with. It's all good. It's all success. All right. Now, one more step. If you're with me about your big shift project being a gift, let's imagine it being received with gratitude. Possibly, right? Possibly it could be received with gratitude. Just imagine that for a little while. Would that feel good to you? Okay, very nice. Take longer with that if you want to. And whatever has felt yummy in your body today, just invite it to stay with you. Keep going. Thanking whatever you feel like thanking. We thank because we feel grateful. Isn't that lovely? Okay, my dears. See you later. Bye for now.